My heart. I need my medication. Quickly.
I'll get to it in a minute. Just let me figure out the system so it doesn't mundo glitch again. God damn, you would have died 17,000 times by now. If it was up to this game, that is still a little bit glitchy. Did I have my full inventory? Right, so I picked up his prescription, and I recall something else before it glitched out. So we're just gonna have to do that shit again. Lucky. That was a very lucky guess. I didn't remember which one it was. Alright. There was something else to look at. That thing. Give me that. Now hopefully, game, you will not freak out on me this time.
No medication in sight.
No medication in sight, but we have... Ooh. She doesn't want to look at that. Maybe because the old man is dying.
Make yourself right at home. Don't mind me. I just own the place.
Okay, listen, nobody has time for your attitude right now, so just sit there and don't die. So it's not doing anything, and from the last episode, I'm kind of running out of options here. Oh, well, I can go down. Never mind then. He's gonna be fine. Not much to explore. But I do like the update that they put markers on what the hell you can explore. They removed the proximity bullshit. Well, this is cute. Crystal, hey, that's the ship from outside with Captain Drunkface. And Captain of Drunks.
Fantastic!
It is pretty fantastic. I can't do anything to it, though. So maybe later. What does that do? Gimme, gimme. Newspaper clipping. Alright. Hey, that's the prosthetic.
Kirk's prosthesis. But it looks like it isn't finished.
Bloody typical. You lazy bum. You were working on that bloody clock, when in fact you could be saving lives. Oh wait, I should do that too.
A woman's writing saying, "Grandfather, don't forget to take your medication 3 hours before dinner."
Well, I guess he wasn't listening. And that's why he's having such a good time right now. I'm just teaching him a lesson. By snooping around. Alright, so I guess everything that I need to save his existence is gonna be upstairs. How are you doing, Mr. Steiner? Still hanging on to that mortal coil? Yep, hanging tight. Okay, so the only thing I could actually do something with was this bird thing. Can I look at anything else here? No. So that bird thing is the main focus. Look at it. I will open my inventory and see... Okay, I can use something there. It's probably the cup, because I got it from the same place. Use it. God damn it, use it, girl. I have to observe it first.
Going by the smell, I'd say this cup was recently used for tea.
Okay. Is this a tea dispenser? It is not. Maybe I should read his prescription. Yes. Doctor... That's the guy from the asylum/hospital. Valsenborg Clinic. 2 vials of spironolirone. And 3 boxes of lasilactide. Take daily, tea time. Okay. So now I know. Might as well read the paper. Incident at Baranor Nuclear Plant. Tempest in a teapot. Was how the mayor of Baranor, Anatoly Mikhailov, described the incident yesterday that it has worried the communities around the local nuclear power plant. I spoke personally with Viktor Rostislavovich, director of the plant, immediately after I was informed by my constituents complaining of noise, and I can assure you that he satisfactorily answered all of my questions. In a word, all is well. He lied. Indeed, it would seem that a minor technical incident was at the origin of the alarm. A power test conducted on reactor number 3 at 1:23 a.m. caused planned radiolysis of the cooling water, which in turn caused small, inconsequential detonations that were sufficiently loud to lead nearby inhabitants to legitimately react. As for rumors of underground flooding and a fire raging in the facility, Mayor Mikhailov was both firm and reassuring. Spreading rumors like that is purely and simply anti-patriotic, he said pointedly. Given the importance of nuclear energy for the economy and industry in our beautiful region, do you really think we would take an accident lightly if it were as serious as the rumors say? And the town councillor added, the reality is that the current systems in the plant are so sophisticated that an accident, and by accident I mean a major one, is statistically almost impossible. When we contacted him, Director Rostislavovich concurred. He also confirmed that he had been in touch with the Energy Ministry, which, in the event, saw no reason to worry. Record number of visitors for the Baronor Amusement Park. It's probably going to be important. 50,000 tickets. Ice fishing drama. And that is not interesting, so probably the power plant was the main focus. No incident, my behind. Bloody liars. So do I need to get some tea, because I don't have much else in my inventory. Huh. Does not want to use. Okay. Gotta find something else. Maybe in the drawers. Hopefully it's not glitching out again, because that would be annoying.
There's no point.
There's no point. You know, for a person that needs to take medication daily, otherwise he dies, you are pretty crappy
That could do him more harm than good.
You are pretty crappy at keeping it easy to find. Starting to think you're not worth the trouble, because you're so irresponsible at placing your meds. Steiner, my good man, you're gonna die.
So, you would abandon me to my fate?
Well, you made it so hard to find, man.
No medication in sight.
Oh. Having said that, I didn't look around enough.
All that clattering must get really tiring after a while.
Yeah. What's up with that, man? All right.
Tea.
Tea. So he gets... And the meds have to be taken at tea time. All right. I get it. Tea time. That's, it's 5, right? Wow, it's really not forgiving. There we go. Lol. Maybe I should have used the cup. Well, this is funny either way.
Going by the smell, I'd say this cup was recently used for tea.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to do that again, but with actual placement of cup. Let's do it again. Can I do it again? Who puts their meds in the hot tea? Wouldn't they dissolve? Weird. Okay. I guess I'm gonna save your life.
Thank you for your precious help, my dearest Miss Walker. I'm afraid I may have judged you somewhat hastily.
Don't mention it, Mr. Steiner. Tell me about the prosthesis. I need to take it back to Kirk very quickly, if, of course, you agree to let me have it.
Yeah. I just have a few small adjustments to make. It involves very precise and meticulous mechanics, understand?
Will it take long? I'm sorry to insist, but I also have to give a hand to those unfortunate Yukels. I need to help them get across the lake with their herd of ostriches. I'm so worried about them.
Once the mechanical leg is at last ready, I can go to the clinic and bring back young Kirk to you. That way you only have to worry about what happens to the other Yukels.
You'd do that, Mr. Steiner? That would really be a great help.
Golly.
So, perfect. But dear Miss Walker, are you aware of what lies in store for the nomads when they reach the other side of the lake?
What on earth's the matter, Mr. Steiner?
The next stage of your journey is the poor cursed town of Baranor. It has become hell on earth since the time of the last great ostrich migration. Please join me downstairs for a moment, Miss Walker. I'll show you exactly what I mean.
Are you talking about the news clipping that I took? I got it and I read it, so I guess we have to go down. Oh, I can look in this box now. Hey, more junk. I wish I could just throw it outside of the box. It's stuck. Oh, I thought that might have been interesting. It was shiny. Okay, what am I looking for? I don't really understand the purpose of these things. Because you don't know what's the interest. What am I supposed to pick up? God damn. It's none of this. All of it is crap. Aha. Well, apparently that is exactly what I needed. What's up, Steiner?
Look just next to the films there, Miss Walker. You should find a film on Baranor.
Oh, you mean this? Let's take a look at it in our inventory.
Baranor.
Baranor. Baranor.
Baranor, the cursed city. Baranor, the martyred town. Baranor has been nothing but a field of ruins and desolation since a week after the explosion of reactor number 3 in the nuclear power plant. Baltimore is on the other side of the lake, sheltered from the prevailing winds, and fortunately it seems to have been spared from the deadly radioactive clouds. Our town was mobilized to go to the aid of our neighbors. Although our town teams were modest when compared to such a catastrophe, there were nonetheless among us some brilliant mechanical engineers. In record time, they developed a small army of automatons capable of helping the affected people. Those men and dogs of steel could go where a human could no longer set foot without becoming seriously ill. Over there, they could be excavators, rescue workers, and treasure bearers.
Those look like Oscars.
Oscar. They all look like him.
Truly magnificent pieces, Nishtvar. The XZ-2000 model is most assuredly one of Hans's major masterpieces.
Their mission was to bring back any survivors of the catastrophe to Baltimore, where the victims would receive the best care in Dr. Zemyatin's clinic. The Crystal, the fairy usually responsible for linking the towns of Baltimore and Baranor every day, carried the new type of rescuers to the scene of the drama and brought back the survivors of the catastrophe.
So Baranor suffered the ravages of a nuclear accident. But according to that film, the automatons you designed with Hans should have helped save lots of lives, right?
I'm afraid that's not how things went. Because of Captain Obo, who... Ah, that must be Sarah. Please come this way, Miss Walker. I'll introduce you.
Because of Captain Obo, who did what? This is not the moment for suspense. You're not dying, so you can finish that sentence, man. Can I do anything to this?
Fantastic!
Fantastic. Alright. I guess I have to be introduced to Sarah, even though we met before.
Miss Walker, may I introduce you to Sarah, my granddaughter?
We've actually already met. Haven't we, Sarah?
I actually owe Miss Walker a candle. Thanks to her calmness and peace of mind, I'm still here and on my feet. She found my medication and gave it to me before it was too late. Donnerwetter.
You don't mean you had another attack, do you? Ah, you're being so very naughty, Grandfather. You absolutely must let Dr. Zemiatine examine you.
No.
Come on, stay calm, my little child. When I go to the clinic to take the prosthesis to the young Yukol, I'll stop by and see the good doctor. Until then, why don't you make yourself really useful to Miss Walker? She's looking for some way to transport the Yukol caravan to the other side of the lake.
Well, I think I've already found the solution. The boat in the film, the Crystal, it must be the ship that's docked in the port. If it was able to transport the automatons you and Hans built, it could carry the ostriches across the lake.
Ah, that's not a bad idea. But unfortunately, there's a slight problem of size, dear Miss Walker.
Why do you keep calling me dear Miss Walker? It's kind of creepy, but alright. The captain is a drunkard.
Sounds like you're talking about Captain Obo's alcoholism. I saw him earlier on the dock.
That coward has been hiding himself in alcohol ever since he abandoned our automatons to Baranor. And he'd rather simply die than go back. He tells everybody that the evil monster of the lake is waiting for him, and that as soon as he goes back on the water, the beast will just up and grab him. Ha 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 ha. But of course, that is the purest fantasy.
Grandfather, I know you're still really angry with Captain Obo because he abandoned the automatons that you built with your friend Hans and Baranor. He was supposed to wait for them. They were going to take all the survivors they found in the rubble to the boat and then bring everyone here to safety in Valsambor. But in the end, when he got to the beach at Baranor and saw the disaster and all the dead, he became really afraid. The disease, the radiation. He must have had an uncontrollable panic attack, so he immediately turned back, dumped the machines on the Crystal into the lake, and came back empty-handed to Valsambor. And the automatons have been there ever since, in hell. But who knows? Maybe today he'll want to sell. I'm sure Kate will be capable of convincing him to help the Yukols. I have to go do my waitressing shift in the tavern. Come by and see me later on, okay? Captain Obo will be there.
But you just got here. Isn't your shift over?
All right, then. I'll try and convince Captain Obo. Thank you for everything, Mr. Steiner.
I don't know if I really should wish you good luck, dear Miss Walker. Baranor is only an open grave now.
And that was the last we saw of him. Well, that was sufficiently gloomy. You guys are such a downer. That should be your family name, the Downers. And somehow I have to convince the alcoholic captain to sell me his crappy old boat. Ship. Boat ship. It was just ship. I don't really know why they felt the need to construct a whole city for you to navigate in. I mean, they did the same in the new Dreamfall game. What was it? Chapters. And most of the city was just used for running. And it was a trek through every checkpoint to go to the next plot device. And it was just a time-wasting thing. I don't really understand why they built so much of the city just to waste your time.
Impossible! I don't believe it! He forgot to leave it open again!
What happened?
Kirill! Kirill!
Kirill!
When I get my hands on him, this time he's really going to get it!
Oh, he's gonna get it alright. Why, Yoda?
Impossible! I don't believe it! He forgot to leave it open again!
Okay. So I need to go back to the tavern, as far as I understood it. Which is God knows where. I'm just gonna be lost in the city forever.
I don't like that new waitress working in the tavern at all.
Hey, don't talk bad things about my homegirl Sarah. She's alright.
What with her grandfather being an old friend of the nomads and the way she turns the customers' heads, there's no way Sarah Steiner can be anything but trouble, I'm sure.
Oh, they're just jealous. Jealous of my girl, Sarah. There seems to be a lot of commotion there. What's going on? A?
No Yukos in Balsambor! The shopkeepers can't take it anymore! The shopkeepers are on strike!
There have been 10 thefts from my shop since those savages showed up! Mr. Mayor, gonna pay!
Mr. Mayor!
You should have seen it back when the port was still open and booming.
We
We'd never even heard of a strike.
The nomads are stealing our merchandise and our customers! The Yukos don't belong in Balsambor! The shopkeepers have had enough!
Thieving Yukos in Balsambor!
The shopkeepers want them out the door! Thieving Yukos in Balsambor! The shopkeepers want them out the door!
People are getting more and more excited here. It'll be a riot if it goes on.
There have been 10 thefts from my shop since those savages showed up! Mr. Mayor, who's
Listen
gonna
to me,
pay?
please.
What are you doing out there?
Yeah, come outside
Suspicious
now or we'll
looking
throw you
guy.
out in the next elections.
The shopkeepers are on strike for the first time in ages. That's not good
Thieving
business for
Yukos in
anyone.
Balsambor!
Mine.
Shopkeep-
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the strike. Will he talk to me? No, he will not. Well, fuck you, Mayor. Alright, gotta find the tavern again. Oh god, where was it? Oh look, it's a statue of an automaton and an automaton dog.
If you were only here to see this, Oscar.
Yeah, I miss Oscar. That only took me just 5 minutes of running around in the city, but I got a nice tour.
Go speak with young Sarah. She could help you.
With, I didn't even tell you with what, but I guess she's gonna help me with anything.
All those youngsters trying to act smart to impress the Steiner girl. It really gets to me.
Alright, calm down, old man.
The captain is just there, next to the fireplace.
Good luck, right?
Captain Obo?
What do you want?
What do you want? I hedge.
May I sit down for a second?
Go ahead.
Alright.
Well, I'm sorry to impose, but I actually really...
You know, you kind of remind me of someone. The wife of the quartermaster that served on board the Crystal after the war. Do you realize he got married to the first cousin of the wife of a machinist?
Oh, okay. That's all really interesting, but what I wanted to ask...
That's a really great story, really. Because, did you know? So there. So the guy answers, I don't know nothing, Captain. Turns out he was hiding in the broom closet. Hilarious. Irina, the wife of the quartermaster, her name was Irina Malevna. Crazy how much you look like her.
Oh, gee, it's getting late. I have to go. You can finish telling me the story another time, Captain Obo.
So much for being polite. Now we're gonna have a real talk.
The lake is haunted by a demon. It's watching me. Waiting. I can feel it.
Okay, we're not gonna have a real talk. He doesn't want to talk. Sarah, what do I need to do?
Is everything okay, Kate?
Not really. I'd like to ask Captain Obo if the Yukon caravan can go on board his boat to cross over to Baranor. But I can't get a straight answer. He's completely sloshed.
I'm sorry, miss, but I really think you're wasting your time. He's getting drunk again to forget his crimes, like he always does. To forget he wasn't brave the way a captain should be. Can you believe it? In Baranor, he just picked up and abandoned his passengers. And I know, he'll never want to see that cursed place again.
I'm not sure that's true, lad. Even if he does drink a lot, the captain's a pretty good guy. Say the right thing, and you may be able to convince him.
If I'm ever lucky enough to find him sober, even for a moment, I need that drunkard to listen to me.
Maybe I can help you with that. I'll make him one of my famous small restoratives. After that, he'll want to sleep for 3 days, but at least his mind will be clear.
You know the captain better than I do. What can you tell me that will help me to convince him?
One thing's for sure, he definitely hates himself for abandoning all those people to their fate over there in Baranor. All of those men, women, and children that Grandfather's army of automatons was going to rescue and bring back on board the Crystal. He has the impression nobody here will ever forgive him, and to be perfectly honest, he's not far wrong. Plus, he's also racked with guilt. So in my opinion, avoid criticizing him.
Alright, I guess I won't do that.
Who knows what became of the victims and automatons the captain abandoned?
No, everybody hates the captain for that. But nobody volunteered to take the helm of the Crystal in his place to pick up the survivors. If there are any left in Baranor. They're all dead now, that's for sure.
Grandfather says that the automatons would have broken down really quickly with nobody to maintain them.
Oh, that's terrible. About the people as well, but also the automatons.
Has Captain Obo taken the Crystal out of port since leaving Baranor?
He's been far too drunk ever since then for that.
And anyway, the port's been closed since the tragedy of Baranor 20 years ago.
Do you think the Crystal is still in sailing condition after all this time?
I'm sure there'll be a few repairs to do, but Obo never stopped keeping it in shape, you know. He loves his boat, despite everything.
Yeah, but, you know, someone else should have gone in his stead, or a bunch of people. But he's not the only one at fault here. He got scared, and that's human nature, but there were no other volunteers. So you guys are pretty much just as bad.
Do you know why Captain Obo fled Baranor?
He must have been completely traumatized by what he saw there. The catastrophe, the victims, and then the radiation. He unloaded the automatons on the beach, but he didn't expect they'd bring the survivors back right then. He just cracked, completely snapped. Full astern and goodbye all. Can you even imagine?
Afterwards, he came up with that story of a sea monster appearing and attacking his boat.
Yes, the old legend of the monster of the lake. Convenient, isn't it? Go see the captain. Sarah will bring you the restorative when it's ready.
Yay, more talking to the drunk person. Woohoo! Let's get this over with.
Take this, Captain. This one's on the house.
My God! This pisswater unbattens the hatches, swabs the deck, and opens the portholes. Hello, miss.
My name is Kate Walker, Captain Obo. We met each other earlier.
To what do I owe the honor of your presence at the table of the regrettably famous Captain Obo?
You are way different.
This is good news, Captain. You're back at the starting block again. You have a new beginning, a new dawn.
Now that's a good show of spirit, Miss Walker. What'll you be having now? It's my round.
What I'd like you to do is to help me, Captain. I could even say you're the man of the hour.
What do you mean by that, young lady?
The Yukon caravan has to cross the lake now. It absolutely must continue on its migration, do you understand? So I thought that maybe they could board the Crystal. That way you could take everybody there, to the other side, Captain. I know you don't have fond memories of your last crossing, of your departure from Baranor, but...
Why the hell are you bothering me if everybody has already warned you about horrible Captain Obo? The gutless wonder.
God damn it, there's no pleasing you. Idiots can say what they want. You're afraid.
You're right, Captain. It's safe to say that people don't have a particularly high opinion of you. But I think you're afraid to know where I want to take the Yukos.
No, listen to her. All right then. Tell me where Miss Walker actually wants me to take her in my old tub.
Baranor. You're not gonna like it.
You won't like this.
Stop going easy on me, would you? Where do you actually want to go, Miss Walker?
We're going to Baranor. That's where the migration is taking the Yukos.
Are you kidding? Baranor? In 20 years, nobody has landed. Nobody's even set foot there. I saw the hellish red eyes of the monster of the lake. beast is big and long as my boat. Ask your Yukon friends what they think about it. They call it the Kilak, the evil spirit of the lake. The devil guarding the doorway to hell.
Oh, I'm sure it's not that bad. Preach! I'm gonna play on his pride because I've been kind of making fun of him.
In that case, I'll buy the crystal.
What makes you think she's up for sale?
You've left her in the port to rot. She's completely run down. You haven't the money to keep her shipshape. I have money, and I need that ferry.
She's a ferry, not a liner. And the girl wants to take the helm of the crystal. Now I've heard everything.
I know that if the Proud Crystal had an equally proud commander at her helm, things would go better. But as you don't want to go on a voyage...
Come on. Come on.
No, believe me, miss. I wouldn't really be doing you any favors by helping you.
Captain, please.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, but it's no.
No.
Listen, Kate. Don't go giving up just yet. I'm pretty sure the captain can still be convinced.
He seemed pretty categorical, I'm afraid.
There must be some way. Go explore his boat. The crystal has always been like a home to him. Who knows? You may find something there that'll make him change his mind.
Why not? I'll give it a try. Thank you, Sarah.
I wonder how different conversations play out, if you can actually convince him. You piece of...
Don't push it. I'd only bring you the worst of luck if I helped you.
God damn. God damn, 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 damn. Oh, I just have to raid his ship for memories. Memories. Okay, that's the exit. That's probably where we have to go with the big red light. Oh, never mind. There's another red light. Which one? Let's go here. It's not too bad of a ship. Ferry. Anything in here? No. Oh, there's a bag here.
Hello? Anyone here?
Doesn't seem like it. Okay, that takes me outside. What I basically want to find is his quarters or something. I can't go down there. What's in here? Aha! Oh, I'm just taking his logbook. Very well. We will have a read. Fyodor Ivanovich Obo, proud commander of the Crystal. I am a man, and because I err, I am a man. That was written by a coward. Coward. The title is less prestigious than captain. It was nevertheless preferable to the prospect of once again being confronted with the lake and the red eyes that lurk there. Its eyes. I suppose I should start from the beginning. Now that I've thrown the old log overboard so the tale can be told afresh, everything is ready. Room for my account, my confession. As, to judge by the speed with which the bottle of vodka is emptying, there's little time left before I plunge into a sleep stripped of nightmares. Ooh, it kinda looks like a toad. Maybe he's just afraid of toads. I never really knew why they asked me to become commander of the Crystal. I have to say that at the time I was a young wolf, dressed to the nines and proud. Merchant Marine, Navy. There wasn't a port from Aralbad to Baranor where they didn't toast the health of the Captain Fyodor Ivanovich Obo. Not to mention a few black eyes and gap-toothed smiles handed out along the way. Hey, we went to Aralbad in the, what was it, first game? And second. The fact remains that when Valsambor asked me to take the helm of the Crystal, I accepted, and years of happiness followed. 20, in fact. The work was easy and enjoyable, consisting of daily runs between Valsambor and the different towns on the other side of the lake.
No matter what the captain says, this part clearly shows he wanted redemption. I have to go back and talk to him about this.
Baranor is the town just across from Valsambor on the other side of the lake. Since that crazy mechanic from the west set up his amusement park there last year, all I was doing was transporting tourists going to it. But that was before the accident in the power plant, before Baranor became the radioactive hell that it will remain for centuries and centuries. Lots of people survived the meltdown. They got way more radiation than they were supposed to, sure, but they came through it alive. So given the crystal's record, and its captain's too, the authorities immediately thought of us when it came time to go rescue those poor bastards. The mission was simple: unload the rescue team on the beach at the Baranor amusement park, wait for them to come back with survivors, then take everyone back to the Valsambor clinic until all the survivors were safe and sound. Despite the risk and the terrible sight of all those bodies, the first few crossings went as planned. Then things got out of control, because that's when it arrived. Fear. Everybody who says my name now the way you spit on the sidewalk will tell you. After all those crossings, the radiation finally put the wind up Obo's sails. What he says he saw came straight from a bottle. That drunkard's more scared of the atom than of Aral Sea smugglers. But on my honor as a sailor, I swear that's all wrong. Sure, just thinking about all that pernicious radiation, invisible to the naked eye and capable of burning you and creating countless mutations, is enough to give me the cold shivers. Of course it put the wind up my sails. Worse, in reality, a nameless terror, glacial and dark like a moonless night. But that's because I saw it. It, the monster of the lake, with all those arms stretching out forever, its evil eyes shining with a cunning and malevolent intelligence. Those eyes! So yes, I know I can never make up for the harm I caused by abandoning the rescuers and the last survivors in Baranor. That damned me forever. I'd also be lying if I never thought about going back to challenge the monster fair and square, look it right in the eyes and try to make up for my crimes. But what good would it do? That won't bring back the people I left to die. Nobody would forgive me. The facts have shown that I'm too gutless to agree to be led into hell by one of its most eminent representatives if it's not going to do anyone any good. Totally gutless and selfish, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless, the only thing that counts for me now is keeping the lake and its inhabitants safe from my presence on board the Crystal, and no more pretending. The truth is that I need to protect myself from the lake and that cunning devil it hides at all costs. Now I approach the end of these lines. I can't stop looking at the crystal's ignition key, that old trinket that's been in my pocket for 20 years, and that I've used so many times to set course on the lake. I see the bottle of vodka is empty, and yet my mind is clear. Far clearer than it was when I fled Baranor, since my damnation. Right now, at this very moment, I know. I know how to nip any suicidal inclination in the bud, any sudden urge to confront the horror that awaits me on the lake bed. Where did that damn jacket get to? So yeah, he definitely wants a little bit of redemption at least. What else can I borrow from your place? Hey, the place is pretty clean though. You're keeping a tight ship.
It looks like it needs repairs. Too bad.
Well, never mind. There are smashed bottles down here. Forget everything I said. This place is terrible. Well, I can't drive this ship. So I need to get the captain. Look at this. So messy. Look at that floor. Alright, gotta get the captain. Gotta get the captain.
What on earth do you want with me now?
I took a look at your logbook, Captain. I read what you wrote when you fled Baranor.
So in that case, you know what I am, right? I'm damned and rotten to the core.
Let me tell you something, Captain. I know that you need to redeem yourself, and I just may be able to help you do that.
How in the hell?
Take the Yukal caravan to Baranor in the Crystal. The migration must go that way.
Baranor? That's impossible. You can't go to there anymore. Never again. Too much happened. Too many died. And also there, in the water.
Captain, I think it's time for you to clear your head of all these fanciful stories designed to scare people. Everywhere in the world where the water is deep, people have come up with legends designed to keep children safe. Come on, get up, Captain Obo. Show me what you're made of.
Miss Walker, first of all, I have to say that you're an incredibly stubborn woman. I'd even say that you're a real, Anyway, I'll stop there. But I get it.
And what am I to conclude from your appraisals?
All right. You can get your gang of little savages and board the crystal. I'll take you.
Oh, thank you, Captain, really, with all my heart. And thank you on behalf of the Ukals.
Oh, but be careful now, Cabin Girl. You're not there yet. There are 2 conditions, and they aren't negotiable. First, we stop by Narodas. It's a little town just a bit south of Baranor. That will mean we avoid the most radioactive zones, but it won't actually take you too far off your path. And second, we also sail by day. I'm not going to finish up on the lake monster's plate. And it sleeps during the day. The beast is usually a bit of a night owl anyway.
I accept, Captain Obo.
In that case, all hands on deck now, sailor, because we've got work to do before we can hoist the anchor.
Damn straight, boy.
Come on, Kate. You hurry off and meet with the captain before he changes his mind. I'll go tell Grandfather to join you on board the Crystal with Kirk.
Thank you, Sarah.
Wait, why is your grandfather coming? Did we discuss this? Did I miss him? Why is he coming with us?
That shape there in the water, what is it?
The monster. Gonna eat us. You watch, it's gonna be a real monster, of course, to prove how ironic everything is. But it's gonna be just a misunderstood monster. Or a very scary one.
I was sure the captain would end up by saying yes.
Eventually. So, we're gonna go on a quest that requires traveling to multiple locations. But instead of a train, it's a boat? I mean, ferry? Aw, this is awesome. Yes, get there, girl. Faster.